Hi guys, time to continue our adventures with our friend the Wolverine. And this time we're going to fight a whole bunch of Venom thugs. So let's get started.
This stuff's worth more than you, bro. It's got nothing to do with you.
So as you can see, I usually start off with
This is bait.
the grenades. The grenade themselves do damage, and also they give a boost to my damage by like 35%. So that's always good.
You're not gonna get to this stuff.
And also they do a little bit of crowd control. I don't know if you've noticed, like the thugs are like patting themselves to try to get rid of the bomb. So it's nice multitask power. Of course, it doesn't have that much to do with the actual Wolverine, but we'll make do with that for now. And at some point, we'll probably change whatever power he's going to use. But essentially, you want to cast a power at least once every, I don't know,
Quick, get it to the leg.
once every 30 seconds to try to keep the buff around. Never really timed how long the buff actually lasts, but it does last a little. Oh, it's gone. So let's cast one more.
Hurry up, the cops are coming. Quick, get it to the leg.
It may be just my mind, but sometimes the buff seems to last a bit longer. Sometimes it doesn't seem to last as long. Just could be a bad impression on my part, or maybe there is some sort of timer that I'm not aware of.
Look out. You're not gonna get to this stuff.
But again, at this point, at this stage, early on like this,
Bro,
it's not that big a deal. Like I don't have the buff right now, but this Razor guy is gonna be no match for the Wolverine. So if you use your powers, that's good. If you don't, it's not the end of the world.
the cops are coming.
Also, it's useful to stop characters in their tracks like this one or this one.
Quick, get it
Oh.
to the leg.
Not too late to this one. Here's another one though.
You're not gonna get to this
See, it pretty much stops him in his tracks. So it can be useful for a few things. Nah, I wasn't able to get it in time. Well, that's okay, there'll be more.
stuff's worth more than you, bro.
Only need two more anyways.
You're not gonna get to this stuff. Hurry up! The cops are coming! Quick, get it to the leg.
Oh yeah, level 8. So let's go assign our points.
Help!
Let's see if we get a new power or just a new skill point. Ooh, a new power. So hopefully we're gonna be able to take the battle display. That's the power I was waiting for. So let's go for that. Essentially, the battle display gives a bit of heal over time to your character. Let's go. Essentially, it gives a bit of a heal over time to your character, so you can heal a bit. And also, if you're in damage roll, It'll give you battle awareness. What battle awareness does is that your offensive powers, when they do damage, like let's say when the grenade will do damage, it will give power back to my character. So essentially, battle awareness will be able to give some health to my character, and also in a roundabout way, give some power to my character. And also, if you notice, it says that it increases all damage by 40%. So that will be good too. And essentially, you can see what it does. And while the display is active, it doesn't last that long. But while we see the display, when I cast the grenade on a character, the sticky grenade on a NPC, it will do damage to the NPC and it will give me back some power. So that should be good.
Calculation completed.
So let's help our friend here. Ooh, and a green exclamation point. Let's take that.
Vicky Vale exclusive. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, is a widely used symbol.
So essentially, the next quest.
Version of Bane's usual venom. A megasteroid like Venom doesn't just build muscles; it can destroy your body, and it smells terrible, I might add.
The next quest for us will be in another area. As you saw, for some reason, the quest did not complete itself automatically. I had to go click on it. I'm not sure why. Sometimes it does that, and sometimes it completes itself automatically. Not a big deal. It just, but it can be annoying at first when you're not used to it. So the next quest will be here. Again, you'll see the orange area where we have to do the quests. And there's a few quest givers in this area. There's this little guy over here. There's another one nearby, if I'm not mistaken.
Can you grab some?
Oh. A green exclamation point.
Venom is awesome. This city is going to be hot.
Vicky Vale on Flaylock, the god of water. This image is used by many of Bane's more fluid fighters.
Let's try to find. There is another quest. Just can't seem to recall where it is. It's usually over here, but I guess I can't take it yet. So we'll do the quest. Anyway, I already have a few quests, so we'll do those
I smell combat.
for now.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
And as you saw, I used my mighty knee attack.
I don't know anything. I swear.
It's one of the good combos with martial arts.
Venom rules. You smash that like cardboard.
The sun is shining. Wake up with our fire and ice spiced iced coffee. It's always
Like you see, I activated the battle display, and you could see some green numbers over the head of my character. Essentially, it was the battle display giving me some health, healing me over time. And the blue numbers is again, I assume the battle display, which is giving me back some of the power I used. I'm not sure how much power it's supposed to give you back. It might be proportionate to your vitality. Usually vitality is the stats that decides how much power you can get.
What gives?
So right now it seems to give me at least one tick of 110 power. Although I barely used any power, so maybe it would give me more if I used more powers. But at this point, there isn't much point in spamming powers all that much. The enemies aren't that difficult to beat. So later on, it'll be easier to do a better demonstration of how the battle display and the power back mechanic actually works. But for now, it's a nice uh, damage boost, and it's a nice heal over time. So even if it does, at the bare minimum, it is still useful.
Ow, that really hurt. What gives? You just made the last mistake of your life, fool. Hey, you.
As you can see, the battle display doesn't last all that long. Like essentially, when you have that little thing in front of your face, that's when the battle display is activated. But as you saw, it didn't last that long. But anyways, oh, here's the guy I was looking for before. So we will
We've
take
been
his
tracking
quest.
Bane's distribution system through Gotham. They've made me as a cop, but you could get through and check out.
Just wanted to check out a thing. Here's an evil villain, but since we're in the PvP and the PvE open world, we can't beat the crap out of him. So next time, I guess. Oh, this one has some nice wings. So essentially, we have to go in here to continue our mission.
You'll need to persuade Bane's thugs to give up their...
So the missions are level 8. Essentially, the two missions I have are level 8. So we're pretty much at level right now. But it won't be too difficult anyways. Sometimes when you're way over leveled, it does help a bit. Makes the enemies much easier to defeat. But right now they're not that difficult to defeat, so it's okay. There's a few hidden things in here also. You have like some gas canisters that are all over the place. So ideally you want to destroy them. And if you destroy all of those canisters in the warehouse, there's a feat attached to it. You'll see when I destroy the last of them, I will get the feat. But it can be tricky. Some of them are hidden pretty well. So some are pretty much in plain sight, but there's a few that are hidden behind like a tank or behind some machinery or something like that. Ideally, when it's your first time doing any mission, I'd suggest pretty much destroying everything you can see, in case there's something possibly hidden behind it. Sometimes you'll see a hidden collection, sometimes you'll see a hidden investigation. So early on, don't be afraid to break everything you see. So hopefully I didn't forget one. So let's keep on going.
Calculation completed.
Come over here, dog. As you saw, the thug could not attack me. At first he was trying to like take off the grenade, the sticky grenade, and then the grenade exploded, so he flew in the air. So the grenade is pretty useful in that not only does it do quite a bit of damage, but it also keeps whatever opponent who has the grenade on him from attacking you. So it's a bit of a crowd control. hear something. Or am I crazy? Let's go stealthy and surprise our opponents.
Me, Venom.
Again, you have these little chests in certain missions, so don't be afraid to break them. That's what they're there for. And also, they will give you a bit of a reward. And more importantly, there's a feat attached to those. I think the top one is 500 or 1,000. I'm not sure. So it'll take a while before you get all the feats for the little chests. So don't worry if you don't get the feat right away, or all the feats right away. It does take a while. Again, let's use the stealthy way and go see our friend Diego.
I'm gonna break you, chump. Just like Bane broke the bat.
Looks like you could use some help.
Oh, a Wolverine Nightwing team up.
Ha! Leave some of the bad guys for me, will ya?
Like you can see the green numbers and the blue numbers on top of my character's head. So these are thanks to the battle display. So the battle display gives me back some health, and it does give me back some power. And there we go. With our friend Nightwing, we defeated Diego. So let's pose a bit.
You got lucky, punk. That's all.
Let's talk to our friend Nightwing.
I thought one Bane was bad, but with Venom on the street, everyone thinks they're a backbreaker. Good to know you're out there taking care of it.
Technically, the mission is done and we could leave. But there's the other mission where we have to activate the distributor. And also there's the gas tank that we have to... the gas canisters that we have to destroy. So let's try and do that. There's a couple here in the corner. Here's a console. Ooh, and we completed 25 missions. Oh, destroy this one. So as you saw, we got another feat. Let's destroy this. Oh, that's what I was hearing before. Sometimes you'll hear an investigation that or a collection that's like in another room.
Often bear the image of Kamakshli, god of the hunt.
Okay, is that the last of them, or did I miss one? See, now I got a feat because I destroyed all the canisters, the gas canisters that were in the warehouse. So let's see if maybe I gained a skill point. Nah, not yet. It'll come, it'll come. So now we get out of here. let's check in our journal if the quest is completed. Okay, so as you saw, you have to click on the quest to complete it.
And the last time he was using, he broke Batman's back. So for me and Nightwing, this is personal. We're not losing anyone to Bane ever again.
So let's go to the other mission. So all we have to do is follow the quest tracker, which is the yellow arrow on the minimap. And let's go do that mission with the Wolverine.
And detach their venom injectors for their own good.
Thank you. Venom's wearing off.
The Falcone crime syndicate has ruined this neighborhood. These Bane thugs are an improvement, you ask me. There's some Falcone hoods just south of here. Show them we've got a hero on our side, will you?
I made it. The Venom is mine. Oh man, make it stop!
So as you saw, there's a handful of missions here. Oh, another feat for using the breakout ability 25 times.
No more pain.
So usually in the open world, when you get started, you can easily have a handful of missions in one area. So you usually end up doing multiple missions at the same time early on.
Don't take away the Venom. I made it. The Venom is mine. So much pain. The ghost is loose. Bane says if we smash. Oh man, make it stop.
Scanning.
Ah, fine. I don't need it. That really hurt. What gives? Wait, no more.
As you saw, the grenade was able to buy me some time while I was clicking the thug.
Get off of me! I don't need any help.
So that's one thing useful with those little crowd control thingy, because often when you have to click certain items or certain characters, you get interrupted if you get attacked.
No, don't take away the
But if you
Venom.
want to prevent an enemy NPC to attack you while you're clicking on a character or on
So strong.
an objective, well, just doing a bit of crowd control and stunning him or paralyzing him does do the trick.
Once I prove myself, you Bane can give me Venom too. Ow, that really hurt. What gives? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. What are you? Get off of me! No more pain, please.
Oh my god, do something!
You're on Earth. Ow, that really hurt. What gives? Venom is supposed to make me invincible. Ah, fine. I don't need any help. What are you? Get off of me! I love this Venom. Now I'll never get to have Venom. No.
Or sometimes
Don't
other
take away
players
the
will
Venom.
distract the NPCs while you're trying to click on them.
I made it. The Venom is What are you? Get off of me!
So that's the good thing of playing and having other players around. Although sometimes when you're fighting other players for the objective, it's a bit of a drawback. So sometimes it's helpful to have other players, sometimes not so helpful. You try to take the good with the bad, I guess. So when it's helpful, you try to be thankful for that, and when it's not so helpful, well, you tell yourself that you'll get it eventually.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible. No more pain, please.
Look out!
I knew I was hearing something.
Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stuff. I love this Venom. For Bane feels so strong. Now I'll never get to have Venom. Venom's wearing off. Don't hurt me.
Still need a few of those. Oh, one more, one more. Oh yeah, one more level.
Don't take away the venom.
This time, I'm pretty certain it's going to be a skill point.
What are you?
And now that we're level
Get off of
9,
me!
we have access now to
I made
the
it.
the movement
The venom is mine.
skills. So the first one you always want to take is the rocket assisted glide. It will allow you to move faster around the open world. I'll just make a quick demonstration.
Fine.
So essentially your character will glide like this, and you glide pretty quickly, so you can cover pretty large distances. And also, while you're gliding, it does help sometimes to spot items on the map. So it's pretty cool to go around and oh, here's something.
It will destroy you from the inside.
Oh, not what I thought it was.
Kind of strength that it doesn't come from a drug.
So as you glide, you can look downward and try to see collections, investigations, that kind of stuff. And also, it's pretty quicker to go from point A to point B using the rocket-assisted glide. So there's some players who did a test at some point between a flyer with a supersonic, a speedster with super speed, and someone with a rocket-assisted glide. And it turns out that the rocket-assisted glide was the fastest way to move around.
The venom is mine.
So we will get 4 more thugs,
Oh, for Bane.
and we'll continue the mission.
Venom's wearing off. We can keep your stuff. Venom is supposed to make me invincible. Ow, that really hurt. Ow, that really hurt. What gives? Once I leave myself, Venom, Bane will give me some. Venom is supposed to make me invincible. No, don't take away the venom. Get off of me! I made it. The venom is mine. Venom's wearing off. Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stuff.
Get away.
There's another one.
No, don't take away the
There's 2
venom.
more. Hopefully these are the last 2 I need. Let's be sneaky. There's too many.
You're on Earth. This venom. I feel so strong. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Ah, fine. I don't
Okay, so we're done with this mission. So let's see what the next one will be.
Batman is a big believer in tough love, or just being tough. Those thugs will
We got
recover.
a new
They'll
helmet,
be hurting for a while.
so it's better than the one we have, so let's equip it. This is the collection we gathered a bit earlier. Let's gather that.
never get to have venom.
And we do have a new belt. Let's equip that also.
Man, make it stop.
Sometimes the stat difference is not that big, but it's a case of every little bit helps, I guess. Somehow the quest tracker wasn't
Bane's addicted
working,
to
so
venom.
let's activate it.
He's no fool. I've tracked his main stash to the Cape Carmine lighthouse.
So see, now we can glide all the way up to the lighthouse as opposed to just climbing the walls. And also, another thing we can do is that we have this here. Essentially, we have a grappling hook that helps us climb tall buildings. as long as there is no obstacle in our way. So if there is an obstacle, then we're going to stop climbing. But as long as there's no obstacle, we'll go up as much as we want. It's pretty useful, especially with very tall buildings.
Just the smell makes me sick. Clear it out and I'll make it worth your while.
I'll make a demonstration a bit later on another building. So now we have to come in here and continue our mission. Let's be stealthy. Sadly, using stealth is pretty much only useful when you're playing by yourself. It's pretty rare that the rest of the group will let you go ahead in stealth mode and explore or something. They'll probably pretty much rush right beside you.
Bane will give me Venom too.
So if you like to be like the stealthy kind of character and like use the stealth mode to try to scout ahead and try to see where the enemies are, stuff like that, it's not really going to happen in a group. Also, usually people pretty much know where the NPCs are after doing the quest so many times. So, and people aren't very patient. So odds are no one will allow you to scout ahead. But when you're by yourself, you can do what you want. So if you want your character to be a stealthy dude, nothing is stopping you.
Now I'll never get to have Venom.
Stealth is not that powerful in DC Universe, and it's not that useful, I suppose. But if you like to roleplay like me, you'll get a kick out of it, and it is useful in a few situations. As we go along, you'll see. I'll try to show you a few examples of where it's really useful. At first, sure, it's useful in the sense that you can enter stealth mode and put up a mine, and then have the character walk right next to it and get lots of damages. But the time it takes you to go into stealth mode, the time it takes you to put in the mine, odds are you would have defeated the opponent much quicker just by doing that. Just making sure there's nothing else. And we keep on going. So essentially you have these consoles that you have to activate to keep on moving forward.
For Bane! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
And of course, it's never a bad idea to look around. Sometimes there's chests hidden somewhere, so you want to get those. Or there's like things like that, some of your objectives that are hidden. And as you saw, NPCs use stealth as well. The sneaky guy was right behind me, was hiding right here in stealth mode.
Bane's addicted to venom.
So as you saw, I finished one of the objectives, well, one of the missions, and I got a brand new cape. So let's equip that.
Behind the light. Nightwing's inside. But no one should try to take out Bane alone. Bane can be deadly. Believe me, I know.
Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stuff. Ow, that really hurt. What gives? Why you? Ow, that really hurt. What gives?
As you saw, you can pick up some of the items. So you can pick this up and throw it around.
Once I prove myself, Bane will give me Venom.
Not sure why you can break some items or throw some items, and most of them you can't. I understand they're probably limiting that because it's going to be too demanding on the console, I guess. But sometimes it's odd the way they decide that certain items can be broken and some cannot. I'm not sure if there's a... Can't seem to recall if there's a feat if I destroy all those canisters. It's been a while since I did this mission, and even more since I did it with a brand new character.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
Feat. So there was a feat. Oh. As you saw, it was hidden in the... I'm not sure what those are supposed to be,
Mickey,
lockers
they
or
are
something?
exclusive. Ixchli is the symbol
We're
of
almost there.
stone.
Bane is just around the corner.
Oh, our friend Nightwing again.
Don't hurt me.
It's always good to take a quick look around to see if maybe there wouldn't be an exclamation, green exclamation point or a collection. And sometimes we didn't have a chest, and sometimes there's a chest up there. But not this time, I guess. Oh well. It happens. There's not always a chest in those missions. Once in a while, there's
Hey, so
there
Batman
are
sent
some.
you in. Good times. Let's show these guys we don't need their stinking venom to beat them down.
So let's go with our friend Nightwing. One of the things I like from making iconic characters is that sometimes you'll get nice team-ups that you would never get otherwise. Like, where else are you going to get a Nightwing Wolverine team-up?
That will be a relief for you.
Now we have to fight the evil Bane.
Frisky, aren't you?
No, he does not talk like in The Dark Knight Rises. Mr. Wayne? At least for these universes, they did make him like a Mexican.
Pathetic weaklings. You are nothing but insects to me.
Leave some of the bad
Better run for cover with the other roaches, because I am going to bring this place down on top of your heads.
As you saw, there were some debris falling from the ceiling because Bane was destroying the place.
I will grind your bones to dust.
So let's talk to our friend Nightwing.
Good job, hero. I'll take care of
And I will skip the movie since you won't be able to hear what they're saying in the movie anyways. And again, another feat. And we have a green exclamation point here. So let's take that.
Vicky Vale reporting. Xochipilli is frequently depicted by street artists.
Oh, and this was the last one, so we completed the collection. So there does not seem to be anything else. So I think we will just leave. Oh, let's go complete the mission here.
Someone must have tampered with Bane's venom. No
Did
doubt
we
about
get
it.
something?
We're
Oh
looking
yeah,
at a
we got some
full-scale
shoulder
Bane
pads.
war. But
So
who
let's equip
started
that.
it? The Joker? Two-Face? The Penguin?
So let's go see our friend Batwoman to complete the mission.
Bane's addiction is his weakness. I'll speak to Dr. Tompkins about a rehab possibility.
So as you saw,
In the meantime, he'll stay
you have a
at
grappling
Dixon.
hook that allows
Meet
you
Batwoman at the safe
to
house. I'll have
grapple
further missions
towards
for you set up.
the nearest building. Let's make a demonstration here. But also, no. Also, what it can
Welcome
do
to
is
Gotham
this.
Now. I'm Vicky Vale. Batman and the Joker, a deadly duo. Now, Batman's fight against the Joker's
So you can
lethal
go all
chaos
the way to
has
the top
reached
of the
a new
building
level.
if there's nothing
Gotham
blocking
now
your
has
way
learned that
towards the
both
top.
Batman and Joker are
So it can
leading
be pretty
entire
useful in
hero
the
and villain
PvP
factions.
open
In
world
fact,
when you
everyone
want to
from the
escape
Falconians to the Penguin are
an
building
enemy
up
player
their
that's
ranks.
trying to
What does
beat
this
the
mean
crap
for
out of you.
Gotham? Stay tuned
Essentially,
to
you bring
Gotham
him down
Now.
to the bottom of the building, and then to escape from him, you go like this. This is pretty much the quickest way you can go up a building. I don't think a speedster can go up as quickly as you can, and flyers surely can't. So that's the one thing about the acrobat movement mode is that it's pretty good at kiting. So if you want to climb walls and evade enemies, it's very good for that. Like as you saw, I went to the other building very quickly. So it's pretty hard for players to keep up with you if you start jumping from building to building or using your grappling hook to go from building to building. Of course, the grappling hook doesn't really speaks Wolverine. It's more like, especially the way it works, it's more reminiscent of Spider-Man.
You've survived Scarecrow and Bane.
So if you want,
I can only
with
imagine
the
what
acrobatic
Gotham will throw
mode
at you
and
next.
the grappling hooks,
Good to have
you
you on
can
the
you can
team.
create a pretty good Spider-Man. And the way the character moves, the way the character climbs walls. Oh, and now we're level 10. So let's equip. This is the collection we just gathered. And this is with a weapon that Batwoman just gave us. So let's equip that. This is a radar enhancer. Essentially, it allows you to detect things like collections or investigations. It can be useful in certain cases. So let's
Anything in particular you're
sell
interested in
whatever
purchasing
excess
today?
we have that either we cannot use, or I'm gonna show you something maybe. Let's sell this. Let's sell this. Let's sell this. This I'll keep around. Let's sell this. Let's sell this. This I'll keep around. No, I'll sell this. Sell, sell, and sell. I kept the axes and the blasters to show you something. Oh
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
Also, you can see we got, essentially we could upgrade our sodas, and I think we'll do that right now. We'll buy a stack of those, which we will use to replace the ones we have. Essentially the ones we had are healing for like 1221 to 1569 health, and they're giving 772 to 993 power. Whereas the new one I just bought can give us from 1575 to 2025 health and 923 to 1187 power. So we got a small upgrade for our potion, which will be useful.
Anything in particular you're interested
And
in purchasing today?
we're going to repair our gear. And also we're going to sell the potions that are no longer useful. It's not that they're no longer useful, but now we have access to the upgraded version of the potion. And if I keep on saying potion, forgive me. I'm more used to playing games like Dungeons and Dragons or Baldur's Gate, where essentially what you actually use is elf potions. So we have a new jacket, again another feat. So I'm going to go and sell my old jacket.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
There we go. And now, once we reach this point, essentially once you reach level 10, you have this little neat mission called Welcome to the Watchtower. Essentially, it's the first time you can go to the Watchtower, technically. There's a few ways to go around that, but I didn't do that this time. Maybe next time. So let's go to the Watchtower.
This is it, the Watchtower. We've retrofitted it a bit for all you new heroes. The Green Lantern John Stewart drew up the plans. He's an architect. Just follow your mini-map and activate the consoles. I'll tell you about the place.
The first thing I usually do once I reach here is use what is known as the phase shifter, and I go from the PvP open world to the PvP open world. Essentially, at some point, I decided to try out the PvP open world, and I pretty much never wanted to play on the PvE open world after that. So essentially, if you look on the map, you'll see like the phase shifter is more or less in the middle of the main part of the watchtower. The way you see the watchtower, the way it's made is like you have the middle part, then you have three wings. You have one wing which is the tech wing. You have one wing which is known as the meta wing, and you have one wing which is the magic wing. Essentially, all three wings are pretty much identical, except that they have different vendors. But at the end of the day, they pretty much all sell the similar equipment. It's just that the styles will be different. But let's start by going to the PvP phase. So essentially, it'll tell you, do you want to change to a PvP phase? Yes, I do. Lots of people tonight. You can see in the watchtower there's a lot of people usually who gather here, and essentially they duel. They fight each other in duels, and that's where you can find a lot of them. For a while, there wasn't the place was pretty much deserted, but since the latest episode, a lot of people seems came back and are fighting once more within the watchtower. So we're going to go to tech wing, which is technically the wing that's assigned for the people who have Batman as a mentor. And I'm not sure why I lost my quest tracker, so let's try and get it back.
This is it, the Watchtower. We've retrofitted it a bit.
So essentially, when you reach the Watchtower, you have this quest
John Stewart drew up the plans.
that
He's an
will
architect.
essentially
Just
make you
follow
explore
your
the
route
Watchtower.
and activate the consoles.
You will
I'll
activate
tell you
some
about the
consoles, and the consoles will have some pre-recorded dialogue that will explain to you what each part of the Watchtower does. Like here, it explains to you what the tech wing is. Although for some reason I'm not hearing anything. So let's go to the other one. In short, you pretty much go around and use all the consoles in the Watchtower. And each consoles is a tiny tutorial about what you can find in the Watchtower and the various vendors.
That you must gain renown with factions before you can obtain their exclusive gear. Our goal is to create solidarity with the entire hero cause.
So essentially this console was to tell you that these two guys sell faction gear, and before you can buy any gear from them, you have to have enough enough, like in this case you have to be to have enough Wayne Tech faction. So what are the different factions? Let's go see. It's here under the renown tag. Like essentially you can see the Wayne Tech. Right now I'm neutral with Wayne Tech. I only have like 180 out of 6,500 Wayne Tech faction. So it'll take a while before I get all of it. Essentially, doing certain missions will increase your faction. That's pretty much how it works. So essentially, we will stop here tonight because I will essentially try to keep the Watchtower for next episode. And next episode, we'll probably go around the Watchtower and explore the whole place, and we'll see what you can find in here. You'll see all the various vendors. You'll see the crafting, how crafting works. Next episode, I'll take the time to explain how crafting works and why you gather all these colorful exhibits. So I didn't explain these things yet. I will next time. So until next time, have a good evening.